Is Mexico really safe?
A new warning tonight for anyone with plans to travel to Mexico.
The State Department has issued a travel warning advising Americans to avoid Mexico.
Officials say violence in those areas is on the rise.
We just don't go Sinaloa, man.
More than 500 people have now been killed in a cartel civil war in Sinaloa, western Mexico.
I'm gonna point out some truths.
After almost 3 months of violence, there's no end in sight.
You're literally chilling at the beach and
Whoa.
Cartel driving through on the big trucks with machine guns.
You need to stick around to this end of this video if you're planning on coming here so you can understand exactly what to do to keep yourself safe. Basically, I'm trying to open people's eyes to
If you leave something around, someone's gonna steal it.
how safe do you as a woman feel here in Mexico?
If you're gonna put that on YouTube or whatever, try to cover my face.
Is Mexico really safe? This is Shay, and how long have you been here?
I've been here 3 days, and I already got robbed twice.
Wait.
I'm just
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. Hey.
I'm just playing.
So give me your honest perspective on how you feel being here. I assume you've heard a lot of the horror stories on the news. Before I came here, I was assuming Mexico was very dangerous, and I was very skeptical. So how do you feel being here now that you've showed up?
Honestly, in Sayulita, I feel 100% at peace. Let me be real. I feel 92% at peace. Very peaceful. I feel safe. People here are not aggressive or coming up to me in other touristy areas. There's some of that obviously in any touristy place you go. But I've been surfing, I've been eating great food, I've been having great conversation with local people, doing salsa with people. So far, all I can say is great things. And I'm happy I have another 10 days to be here.
Yeah, so Shay right here has had a good experience in Mexico so far, but we have another friend at the hostel who has had not such a great experience being in Mexico. So I want to run you guys down through what that is like for him. Basically, he was in Guadalajara, the city, second largest city or third largest in Mexico, and he was stopped by the police, profiled, and told that he was needed to give his banking cards and PIN numbers to the police, or he would have to spend his time in jail. So basically, he was robbed, and this is the authority figures around here, right?
God damn.
Okay, so personally, I also feel very safe. I was on edge when I first got here. I was man, hearing all these horror stories really freaked me out. So I've been watching my back, but over the days, I've slowly let down my guard, and I'm becoming more open to being here because, when you read the news, it's pretty awful. Nobody gives you the story about the guy who had an awesome time, dancing salsa and eating Mexican food. That story doesn't make the news.
No.
So I would say after traveling a year and a half in Asia that I will not leave my things around. I'm guarding my things much more closely than I would in an Asian country. But yeah,
true.
man.
That's true.
Yeah.
I kind of am careful with leaving stuff on the beach when I go out to surf.
Right. Exactly. I'm not leaving my things, my wallet, my passport, on the beach while I go surf. That's not really what's going to be going on while I'm here. But the thing is, like all places in the world, even America, people outside of America, they hear the horror stories about the gun violence and all that, and that is all true, but yet a lot of us live there, and we really don't have experiences like that. We live in a decent neighborhood, or even a bad neighborhood, and things are kind of quiet, You respect people, they respect you, and that's really the vibe that I get in Sayulita, is that they want to keep the stories down. They don't want to ruffle people's feathers. They want people to come here and spend their money and enjoy themselves. So, that small business owner who's making tacos can get as many people buying his goods as possible. And that comes from the good experiences that us travelers might tell to our friends when we come back. So the economy really depends on this place being safe, and there's a lot of people dependent on it. And yeah, honestly, I would recommend coming to Sayulita. My expectations of Mexico have definitely shifted.
100%.
I
Also, look how beautiful it is.
Yeah, man.
Look at the sunset.
Ooh, that's a famous wave right there. Man, it looks like a good time to get in the ocean right now.
No.
Dang. Well, I'm doing my best, my friend. Hey, so right now we're just basically answering the question to people who may not be aware of like the safety in Mexico. As somebody who's in Sayulita, how do you feel about like your safety?
I mean, it's pretty safe, but it's pretty crazy.
When you say pretty crazy, what do you mean by that?
Like when it gets busy, like Easter week, if you camped out here on the beach, you'd probably get all of your shit stolen.
Oh.
But, like it honestly is pretty safe. Even in the most poverty-stricken areas, you don't really have to worry about someone like breaking in or messing with you. You go to Acapulco, you hear gunshots at the beach.
Really?
Yeah, like you're literally just chilling at the beach and pop, 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 pop.
Whoa.
Cartel driving through on the big trucks with machine guns. So this is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad that you stopped us. That's super interesting.
This is a really safe place for Mexico.
Wow. Okay. So a bit of a bubble. So, but the funny thing is, like, I live in a neighborhood where you might hear gunshots, but like I feel safe there. How would you say? Do you feel like people are coming at you with that type of energy, or is it just going on around you?
Well, if you're clearly white and you don't speak Spanish, there is a little bit of tension. But if you just keep to yourself, you're fine.
Okay.
Especially as a guy.
Right.
Like if you were some girl traveling alone, you should probably be a little worried.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, not at all.
Dude, we were in San Pancho about a week ago and we met a woman from Northern California who told us that she took her bike through the entire state of Sinaloa and was camping the entire time. What do you think about that?
Where the heavy thing happens.
Oh, live here, right?
Yeah.
So, what would you have to say for somebody who's like wants to understand?
I'm foreigner, tourist.
Huh?
Oh, just don't go Sinaloa, man. Basically that. That's basically that, you know?
Yeah.
Just don't go Sinaloa.
To where?
Sinaloa.
Sinaloa.
Yeah.
Is it the state north?
Is that north? Is the state north? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right. So I'm
Yeah,
used to.
Well, I was thinking like for tourists, like they don't want to like chase out tourists, you know, like they want tourists to keep coming and like everything. So they most of the time they just want to like keep them here and to say so they can get some good income out of them.
That's fair. I respect that.
Sorry to say that actually.
No, it just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's a reciprocal, like, symbiotic
I
relationship.
hope no a guy from the cartel see me like talking this. out
Well,
loud,
I think.
because it kind of is dangerous, even myself, like it's kind of heavy thing.
Yeah. Well, it is heavy, but like it's the way people live, and like you just show respect to all human beings.
Yeah, like I show respect, but like it's something that it's kind of like government try to hide out. Like government try to cover that thing if like there's like enough of a thing. Like they say tourists is the big source of income
Of course.
of Mexico, but actually it's not. It's like the cartel activity.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
it's fucking sad.
It's
And
true.
It is sad, man.
Wow.
You mean like how like getting like fentanyl stuff up into the United States?
Not only that, but when tourist people come here and like buy, I'm gonna like point out some truths.
Oh, please,
Yeah,
please.
If you're from America, like if you like kind of are one of those people that always like kind of complains about the cartel activity or like all this stuff or like like drugs coming to America.
Right.
But you're here like buying drugs, like doesn't that it's like a contradiction?
I don't know anybody who would do that, but I hope that person does exist. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's because the person does exist. Like example, there's like some people here, they come to a bachelorette party and they're gonna buy some crazy shit. If you're gonna like put that on YouTube or whatever, like try to cover my face and how people recognize me, man.
Right.
Show
And
everybody
bro,
who
like-
I am, brother.
Okay. Right.
And I don't want to get
appreciate you.
whacked, like, well, I'm not afraid to speak the truth, but the thing is, how many people and which public you're gonna like, reach out.
That's the thing, you don't know, and that's like normally I wouldn't talk about like illicit things, maybe like directly, like using words, just because YouTube doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Or you can cover my face or something, man. Like,
You don't have to worry about anything getting stolen or anything.
Okay.
If you leave something around, someone's gonna steal it.
Right.
But if you have it on you, you don't have to worry about someone coming up and snatching your phone.
Okay.
It's really safe here like that.
Good, good. Hey, you hear that from somebody who's been here? Well, how many times have you been here?
I've been here for like a month.
Okay, okay. So yeah, experience from somebody who's like spent time here. That's nice to hear because it tames down the horror stories. Maybe not all parts are safe, but this is a place you can come in Sayulita where, you know, you can relax a bit. You can even bring your family. Like it's a very family-friendly place, I'd say.
Sort of.
Well, maybe not the bar scene. We're trying to understand how safe do you as a woman feel here in Mexico?
Very safe.
Very safe.
And I might be a little naive.
Be a little what?
Naive.
Naive. Okay.
But I just don't go to places where I feel unsafe. Yeah,
Well, you have an intuition as a human and a woman.
absolutely.
So I would say, yeah.
When was the time you felt like the least safe since you've been here?
I think I only feel unsafe with the dogs, to be honest.
The dogs?
Yes.
Well, that's
but
fair.
I'm not going to a club or something in Mexico City, sometimes to salsa parties, and that's
Yeah,
really,
but you were at the salsa party. And you
Oh.
right? That's how I recognized her.
yeah. So, and
Do you
I'm
recognize
not
her
the
from
person
the-
who is out during the middle of the night much, except for salsa. So
It,
maybe that
things
helps.
do change a bit at night.
Yeah.
I would say nighttime it doesn't feel like super dangerous, but there are more people that,
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
yeah. But I
when
think
people stay out like that, it's like to
Yeah.
drink.
yeah, Serena feels safe.
Good. We needed to hear that
Yeah.
from a lady because
The
we're,
rest is all frightened. The rest is all frightened.
Well, that dude was just saying like he's like, you know, women wouldn't feel as safe and things like that. Or part of he said a little bit of that.
well, it's just respecting that fact that we're men and we don't understand what it's like being a woman.
Oh yeah. I
Right.
guess I've been lucky as well. And when I go home and it's dark, I make sure to cover up a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say because like obviously you're an attractive woman too. So like, do you feel like a lot of people like is that happening? Like men coming up to you or like that making you feel uncomfortable, like
No.
trying to talk to you at all?
Not really. You just say "Hola, bonita," and I'm like, "Thank
Oh,
you."
hola bonita. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good perspective.
Awesome.
Do you think like if you were like more attractive though,
Even more.
that maybe that's why though?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Well, you're a woman you're not like an 18-year-old, you're not a 15-year-old. You have experience. You've been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
You know how to, like you said, even covering up when you go home.
Yeah.
Do women normally do that or just the smart ones? No, I'm serious though, because I mean,
Yeah. Intelligence is relative, right?
it does make sense though what you just said, and I was like, like that would deter many people.
Yeah.
It would, like it's just reality, you know?
And there are more drunk people who might shout a little bit at you, and I just like, and I cover a little bit up.
Yeah.
That's a good,
So where's this for?
oh, I have a YouTube channel.
Oh my God, it will be on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. And we're just like helping people understand what it's like, because I've got all these horror stories on my feed, reading all the stuff. And then I got another story that was like, this is like a really amazing place.
Yeah.
And I just took the person I trusted's word, and now I'm learning like by talking to you and figuring it out.
When I was in La Punta in Puerto Escondido, I talked to some guys who went to a club, and yeah, they kind of were trying to get drugs, and then they got in contact with the wrong people, and somebody got a smack in the face.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So there is a Dutch side for sure, but I'm a little bit boring in that sense. I don't really drink much. I just dance, and I don't go to bed like super late. So that helps with being safe.
I think it does.
Yeah.
And like you said, like if you're involved in like like unsafe activities,
Exactly.
that's unsafe like everywhere.
Yeah.
Important point.
Yeah.
If you do yoga in the morning and go to bed early, like you'll probably be fine. Man. Oh, so you were at salsa the other night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. With a bunch of friends. Yeah.
She was amazing.
That's what I was gonna say. I
was
feel
the
like
one
she
that
was
was
the
like-
one who was really good, but I
Yeah,
don't want to
no,
like.
She
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Me and my friend. I think
Yeah.
in Holland, the salsa community is very big.
Really?
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
so funny because all Latinos think, oh, I'm raised with this music, so I'm super good at dancing. But the Europeans think, oh my God, I'm not raised with this music. I need to learn every skill possible.
Oh, so then you get so good.
The level is quite high.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is we were just starting out,
Yeah.
and I just figured the step out
Yeah.
in the corner, by
Yeah.
myself, and like I swear, like my back, like my body just like coming to life.
Yes!
Isn't?
Yay! Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, I work out and stretch and do all this crap,
Yeah.
and here I am just like
Yeah.
touching my feet to the ground, and all of a sudden like.
Yeah. But seriously, it's a free pass, especially for men. I know it's investment for men. You would need to put time into this, but you
Yeah.
have a free pass for the rest of your life to ask every woman, every age, of every body type, of every color, to ask her to dance with you for 4 minutes. And it's really celebrating life. Everywhere you go, you can go to a salsa social, you don't need to drink, and you can have super nice
Yeah.
evening. You don't need to have friends to go because you can go alone.
Oh.
And that's what I like so much about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you have a whole community without needing to know them.
Yeah, I really noticed that how like people were interacting, and like it didn't really matter what they looked like or how old they
Exactly,
were.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
like really beautiful.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
that's like, it's the community,
Yeah.
right?
And you're sharing an energy and you have body contact, which is super important,
Yeah.
I think, for humans,
Yeah.
without needing to get intimate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice. Yeah.
It's like satisfies our human needs, like
Yeah.
of social activity, exercise,
Yeah. Dopamine of the
contact.
music.
Yeah. 100%.
I was thinking about this too. Like sometimes, like when I have like sexual energy going on, like
Yeah.
for some reason my brain is just like, oh, I should be having sex, but really,
Exactly.
I just want physical contact
Yes.
or attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like that's really the need that I want.
Yeah.
Man, well, salsa's happening.
Exactly.
But yeah, I gotta take a lesson. After going to that, I was like, yeah, I need to take lessons and like get better.
Yeah.
So I can.
We'll
like,
go on Monday. The lesson.
Yeah, I'm done.
Where are classes here? Oh, at Don Pedro's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I will
where?
be there at Don Pedro's.
I thought. Okay, is that where we thought it was at?
Yeah, there's
The night 2 nights before, we
Okay.
went to Don Pedro, and then with
Okay,
you we
okay.
went to.
Yeah. There's
So
a class,
nowhere?
I think, at 7 to 8, and then
Yeah.
after that there's a social until
Cool.
And what is your name?
Jolie.
Jolene.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jolene. Grant.
Brent?
Grant.
Brent.
I'm Shay.
Shay.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's
How
great
lo-
to
do you
meet
live
you.
here? Both?
Neither.
No.
No, I don't live here.
I mean, shoot, I can see myself living here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Oh shit, there they are.
Hey.
Are you? You're not a nurse, are you? I don't know why, but in
No.
my head, I'm just like, maybe you're a nurse. Okay, what do you do in Holland?
I work for FedEx.
Oh shit, you said
Yeah,
that already.
no worries.
Ah.
I'm a producer in
You're
the
like,
creative
I
team.
fucking told you this already.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you
Not
work
too many.
seasonally?
No.
Okay.
But I can work remote. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I do miss the photo and video shoots. Being a producer, I arranged everything behind the computer, and I missed the actual shoot because I'm here now.
Right.
But whatever. I have this. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that so you can have this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But for how long are you here then?
2 or 3 more weeks.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
I'm
So
only here,
hopefully
like,
we
10
get
more
good
days.
enough, and I can. Maybe you could teach us.
Yeah. She dance in Los Pedros. And are you surfers?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
Do you
Yeah.
surf too?
no.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
little trade.
I did it like 5 times, but it's a lot of investment. And
It's
I could stand up, but then it's like, this has nothing to do with surf. I'm standing on a paddleboard, basically.
You're doing what?
Well,
Oh,
if
the
you
paddleboard.
start,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a super huge
Yeah,
board,
yeah.
right?
Well, you can get like a medium one because like the ones we
Yeah.
use are like 6
Yeah.
foot something.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
So it's like, it's a little more maneuverability, so you feel kind of like, but it's not like,
No, yeah.
but it's still a little easy.
You want a big board.
Because I was able to like even like kind of turn a bit.
I kind of decided like, I'm not going to invest that much. I'm going for my dancing.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know. It's more like your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But when I look at it, I'm like, it looks so relaxed.
Yeah.
So cool.
Just out there on the waves. too.
Yeah.
It could.
So mindful, right?
It can be a meditation
Yes, exactly.
once you get past the initial kind of
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
But I guess that's how meditation is, right?
Yes.
It's hard work until the bliss happens.
Until it's not. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Jolie.
Nice to meet you too.
Jolie, Jolie,
See you in Don
Jolie,
Pedro's.
Jolie.
Yeah. And maybe earlier. It's a small town.
Yes. Yes.
Can I give you a hug? In the spirit of
It's beautiful. Let me get a hug too.
What is the YouTube channel?
I'll give it to you. You're a sweetie.
Well, thank you.
We're spreading love and positivity here. That's what we do.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. The sunset in the back.
John, what do you have to say about love and positivity?
Take care. Follow your heart, but listen to your head.
Dang. Respect. John knows a lot.
If it feels like yeah, but something says no, it's no.
Hey, I like that one. I should listen to that. I do. I try. Amazing.
You look so professional.
Do I? Oh. Ah, hey.
Professional blogger.
Thank you. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. So my goal is to pay my mother's mortgage. I've seen it happen, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I would like to be able to do that for my mom, considering like how much time and energy she's put into my life. You know, and like how selfish I've like have been in the past. So yeah, I guess so. People have to help you along the way so you can figure it out, or it makes it easier that way.
I think my data is on for
Oh, that's
YouTube.
true.
Can you
Totally.
put your YouTube name here?
I would be happy
While
to.
vlogging.
Ooh, whoopsies. There we go. That's it.
My last name is Marguerite, and my colleagues and I are always joking, like if I would be a vlogger, I would call my followers Margaritas. Hola
Oh,
Margaritas, ¿cómo estás?
I was thinking vloggery, but I like yours better.
Yeah.
Hola.
How do you call your followers?
Oh, they don't have a name yet.
The hello,
Aeon.
Crayons.
Aeons. Yeah, that's weird, huh? I was thinking like boys and girls.
Yeah, that's fine.
I usually just say what up.
Yeah, but better. Yeah.
You know what? I think as we grow as a community, that like somebody will eventually.
Yeah.
Like somebody's got to come up with a nickname.
Yes. Yeah.
We need a few
Hey,
trial.
little monsters like Lady Gaga. Yeah. That will come in. Name will come up. Yeah.
It will come in time.
Yeah.
We're developing. We're always developing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel safe. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask a few more people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
De nada.
And drop me a comment.
I will.
What do you think about Sayulita and the safety?
It's total horseshit.
Look.
I don't like it. It's just look at this, dude. It's not what I thought. You know, it's pretty gross. I would never recommend coming here. It's a really bad time. You know.
I know. Look at all this beautiful.
Nobody's having fun. The nature is quite poor. People are terrible. Good smoothies though. Really. Come to Sayulita for the smoothies. It's really it. If you like bird watching, I would highly recommend.
Bird watching is crazy. Right? Bird watching is crazy. Let's get it again. Oh. Hello. Hi. Real quick, I'm making a video, and I wanted to ask a couple ladies like what they think about like safety in Mexico. Would you guys mind sharing your perspective?
Like Mexico, real Mexico, or something?
Well, both. maybe you have experience with like, you know, with it. What do you think about that? Basically, I'm trying to open people's eyes to like, you know, I'm trying to open people's eyes. Yes. Okay, she didn't want to be on video. Respect. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Oh, I'm not gonna use it if you don't want to be on it. Totally cool. All right, ladies. Well, I'll leave you be. Respect.
I'm trying to guess your accent. Are you Flemish? Dutch? No. Dutch? Can you speak
Well,
Dutch?
I've
I
learned
haven't heard
something.
somebody
If
speak
I'm
Dutch for a long
using
time.
the camera and I'm doing a one shot, let people come up to me. Don't come up to people. People get weirded out. That's fair. That's fair.
The French part is cool. You didn't teach me. I learned some Italian. I left to Italy when I was there. I know. It's like it's a fucked up thing. It's messed up. Lekker. You kind of roll the R like that. Hard R.
Well, all right.
What does it mean?
I think we got some good info. Just do your research from people who've actually experienced what you would like to experience. That way you can get a real perspective and not just like a scary news story. That is what I would recommend to anybody wanting to go on an adventure. Just get the real perspective and don't listen to media outlets or anything like that, because they're gonna tell you some crazy story and it might not reflect the entire reality of the place that you may want to visit. So if there's any questions that you guys would like answered, like maybe cost of living down here in Sayulita, I could talk to people who have moved here full time and get their perspectives on how they did it, what businesses they've started, how they're making money. There's a lot going on down here, and there is a local and expat community all thriving and making money. So yeah, and not to mention, like, this is like the gastronomy capital of freaking the world as far as I'm concerned. People say Mexico City is great, and I'm sure it is, but you can walk down the street here and literally every half a block there's the best taco you've ever had. And I would say, as far as concentration goes, it's higher than anywhere I've been in the world. So we're gonna get into some things, man. I'm gonna be showing you guys around here, making you comfortable with the area and the vibe, and maybe one day you can come here, or, you know, at least feel like all the hard work you're doing at home to give you an outlet to show you that, like, there's some good things to be experienced and had in life, and like, you're working hard now, but you're looking forward to relaxing and enjoying your hard-earned dollar somewhere beautiful, and this is somewhere you can come and do that. So peace and respect to all the people out there in cyberspace. Love you guys. Peace.